Beowulf Builders. I've had a couple of requests from the guys at the tapes, the young fellas, asking me to be a little bit more up close and personal with the works that I'm doing to certain bits and pieces of the houses. So what I'll try and do from now on is get as close as I can so you can see up front and close and personal on what we're doing and rectifying. The first one that we'll do, which is today, is the window winder replacement. I've already done one video on this. I'll do it again. I'll get as close as I can to what works we've got to do to it, putting the pop rivets in and all that kind of jazz, so you can see firsthand exactly what we're doing. Now, window winders on windows are very important to make sure that we've got all of these gaps and everything sealed up. We can replace the seals on these as well. Most times in today's day and age, we need to replace the window winders with lockable ones for insurance purposes. Also, replacing these window winders helps out a lot with sealing up the windows and making sure they've got a nice tight fit, so we don't lose any energy around and through the windows. These windows in general are probably 50 to 60% of energy loss through window seals and things like that. So by replacing the window winders or locks, if we've got a sash window, and getting them to close in together and nice and tight, will help reduce any of that lost heat. So stay tuned. I'll just keep that screw in just so this doesn't move too much and I can get these pop rivets out properly. What we want to do here is make sure that we drill out the centre of these pop rivets so that we're able to disconnect that all together, that way creating a nice clean space for the next pop rivets to go into. Have you glued those, mate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When drilling into metal, make sure that you go slowly, you don't go fast. When drilling into timber, you can go fast, but when drilling into metal, go slowly. So when drilling out pop rivets or anything else, it's not about the speed that you go, it's about the pressure that you apply. Now I can undo that screw. Pop straight off. Just make sure it's all fairly clean around there, especially where you're going back into your holes again. Just make sure it's all fairly clean all the way around. If you need to, get a sacrificial chisel and get rid of any burrs or a file. Make sure that when you insert your chain back in, you've got your lug here, and that helps with our locking mechanism. If that's not working properly inside this space, if that's not fitting properly inside this space, then it won't lock properly inside that space. So what we need to do is make sure that's fit in. Screw it into place. You can feel that they see that that's not going anywhere. Then what we do is we wind this all the way out. This is shaking a bit much. You can see that shaking. So what I'll do is I'll undo this again and I'll fix this down. That's shaking a bit too much over on that side, if you can see. Whereas this side doesn't shake that much at all. So here we have it, it's been fixed into place. All I did was get a thicker gauge screw and fix that in. The other thing that you could also do is get a little bit of splinter of timber, like this, split it down the guts, however much you need to, and try and slot that in. Fill up the hole a little bit. The only problem is that because it's aluminium that's hollow, you need to make up a fair bit of space inside. Doesn't always work very well. Where's the pop rivets, Matt? Make sure your pop rivet fits in the hole.
Sorry?
That doesn't. That does. Maybe open up the holes a little bit. Check the size of your drill bit with your pop rivet. That is right on the money. So you could either just go that one or a little bit bigger. So that's if you just go from a 4.5 to a 5mm, that'll work beautifully. So let's just re-drill that out. slip straight in now. That's better. That's better. The other thing I like to do is just put a little drop of silicone on those. What that does is it stops with any rattling or any additional noise it might make. Because we've had to drill these out and put bigger pop rivets in them before, these ends just haven't come off, so I've just snapped off the rods and I'm just filing these bits back. Once we've got those nice and flat, we check the window, make sure it's pulling in nice and flush and flat. It's really good except for here. It looks like the stopper on the window is grabbing. So I'll just go and take care of that, but I'll have to do that from outside. Shavers.
Middle shavers.
That's better, fits perfectly. Alright. You got that?
Do you have a finger edge?
No, that's what I mean.
I've got this one.
This will be perfect, mate. Just popped out.
So yeah, sharpen a couple of these drill bits. Some of them on
Yeah, rightio.
some benchmark. Just matched up the angle. Like that's what.
How'd it go? Have you tried it?
No.
So here we have
Darren.
the window. You can see here we've got the latch working, goes all the way through. That's why we just took a little bit out so this would work properly, so there's a little bit of movement and flexing that. Keeps it guiding into place. You can see that these have been nice and flat. There's no edges that come out from that. Then we close the window. It's nice and smooth. We've got a consistent gap the whole way across. Seals are working really well. Make sure the locking mechanism works. Beautiful, all done. There we go. And if you've got any other requests, we'll keep you informed of any updates or anything else. Just shoot them through. Thanks.